And we are live again on this lovely Thursday morning. Welcome back to the very next episode of Blood, Sweat, and Indie Effects. We have an extremely talented guest on, Rosanna Wells. Hey, how you doing?
Good. Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Anytime. I love having talented guests on. So please tell the audience about yourself. How did you get started in effects and this crazy world of artistry?
I've always wanted to get into effects. I suppose when I was younger, I remember going to the movies to see Jurassic Park when I was a kid, and loved it. And I was just like, Mum, I want to do that. I want to play with monsters and I want to make monsters. But of course, you don't really have the connections. You don't really know people. It's just kind of this thing that you want to do.
What it takes to make a giant 40-foot T-Rex at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. So, I just used to draw lots of characters. I used to draw lots of vampires, and I used to try and work out where the veinings would go and all that kind of stuff. And then I did makeup at school. I put myself through makeup school. And then from there, I spent a number of years just sort of just playing around with colors and makeup and doing bridal and all that kind of stuff. And then I went, stuff it. I'm going to go to uni. I'm going to do sculpture, and I'm going to learn to make crazy, amazing things. And I found that through doing sculpture at uni, all of my projects, all of my artwork and everything that I was producing tended to be creatures. So I was making stuff for creatures. So I was making claws, and I was making body parts, and I was making, fake hearts and bits and pieces of bodies, and I wanted to do corpses and things like that. And my teachers kept saying, the work that you're producing isn't art. It's more for movies. So you need to make more art. And so I just kind of went, well, this is what I enjoy doing. This is what I love.
Those are the people I say, screw you. This is art. Yeah, obviously. Art people are just so weird. I recently had a conversation with a guy who's an airbrush artist who said he was told that if he wanted to be a fine artist, he has to put the airbrush down and pick up a regular brush.
Yeah.
And, which I just think whatever floats your boat and gets your creativity out, it's art no matter what. Is it getting your creative juices out? Then it's art.
Yeah, exactly. I remember having a debate with a professor of mine about what makes you an artist, and they were saying that you had to be published to be an artist, an accomplished artist. You had to be published in some way. And I was really heavily inspired by a couple of artists on DeviantArt at the time, and she was very much about, no, you can't use them as inspiration because they're not artists. And I'm like, yeah, they are. They do some incredible work, and there are some people out there that do some amazing stuff. And I can just, all I can do is be inspired by other people's creativity and, do mine and see where it takes me.
You see, the moment that they start saying stuff like that, that's when they stop becoming a real artist.
No, it's so hard. That's really, it's a bit of a hard thing to say to an upcoming student as well, really, I think anyway. But, I'm sure they had their own reasons for it. And obviously they're teaching art and all that sort of stuff, so they probably have their own things that they have to say. But I still love making things. I started making, I think, my first artwork that I made when I realized I really just wanted to focus on special effects. I made how tall was she? She was probably about 2 feet tall, a strawberry shortcake figure. And so she had the big hat and the big skirt, and I made her out of basically things I could find. Her skirt was an umbrella, and she had these things that you put that hold your wine bottles up in the grass on picnic days. That's what her legs were made of. And she was made with plaster and foam and lots of fabric all rolled over and sewn together with chicken wire and all sorts of stuff. And with a silicone face and big eyes and lashes and the whole bit. And she had her heart sort of ripped out, and it was sort of bleeding, and she was standing in a pool of resin blood.
Strawberry shortcake.
Yeah, I know. So much fun.
Ever show that to the little kids?
Yeah.
Hi,
her hand was holding onto a teddy bear that sort of like his arm was falling off and all of its stuffing was ripped out. Poor teddy bear. It was so much fun. And then, yeah, I was like, I want to do more of this stuff. And yeah, so keep making more.
Yeah. So since you got to talking a little bit about some of the stuff you made, what is your preferred medium when you make this stuff? What is your favorite stuff to work with, like clays to sculpt with or stuff to cast parts in?
Ooh. I really like working with Chivant clay, so any wax-based clays. I'm not too familiar with like wet clay, so I tend to take a long time with my sculpture, so I really prefer something that I can sort of leave and come back to without worrying about it drying up and stuff like that. So I definitely prefer my Chivant. But I think as far as casting and stuff like that, if I can find, like I made a bronze work out of, it was basically a big bovine leg bone that I splinted in half and boiled and then baked in the sun for a few days so it was all white and whatever. And I sculpted a flower on the end of it, and then I cast it, and then I sculpted veins into it after I cast it out of wax, and turned into a bronze sculpture with like veins coming out the bottom and all sorts of fun stuff. And I think I don't know, I really like working in wax and Chivant clay because I can just, I can carve into it, I can add more, I'm more of one of those people that I need to add stuff as I go. I can't just carve in and make something look beautiful. So I couldn't work with ice or wood or anything like that. I tried, failed.
I think a lot of us effects people can't work with that. We can't do what Michelangelo did and carve it out of a big marble block.
That would be, power to people who can. I tell you, I've tried, and it's just so difficult, but amazing when it's done right. But yeah, my brain doesn't work quite that way. Yeah.
No. So, can you describe your creative process? Like when you sit down, you design something, like whether it be it for a client that is like, okay, Rosanna, I want you to make us a zombie or make us something, or you're doing something for yourself. How do you go about designing something or your creative process?
To get myself in the right headspace, there's a couple of different things I have done and do in general, whether I'm working for a client or whether I'm working for myself, whatever. I have a tendency to, obviously, headphones, listen to something. I try and block out all the other external noises because I'm usually working in my garage, and there's going to be cars, there's going to be people I live with coming and going. So headphones on. I'm usually listening to either a certain type of headspace music. So either like, I don't know, I can listen to all sorts of crazy stuff from classical to
Metallica.
Yeah, Metallica, AC/DC, sometimes Kiss, sometimes some of the oldie stuff, ZZ Top, sometimes, I'm listening to Dead Mouse. It really does depend. But I also really, really, really like listening to Disney movies as my little backing track. So, I'll just put on like Alice in Wonderland, on like Sleeping Beauty or something like that, and just listen to the movie. And I know them all by heart. They don't.
I've been addicted to the Moana soundtrack recently. Yeah. I'm not even ashamed.
Yeah. I love it. And it's just something that just sort of, it keeps my brain going, and I just bop away, and next thing you know, I'm in the middle of sculpting something, and something's coming to the forefront, and something awesome is happening. I also like listening to audiobooks, but that's usually when I'm in the detailing stages of my sculpt. So I usually listen to things that are going to keep me focused when I'm actually, blocking out a work or doing just the drawings and things like that. But when I get to detailing, I like to listen to something that's going to kind of pass the time a little bit. So I love audiobooks for that.
I'm interested to hear, do you like the detailing stage? Because I feel like I hear a lot about how people are like, oh, everybody seems to love the detailing stage. And I'm just like, I feel like I'm a weirdo because I don't.
Yeah.
That's always a stage that I get very, it's very lethargic for me.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's why I listen to my audiobooks, because I find if I don't listen to something that's going to pass the time that keeps me focused, you know, after like your 10 millionth pour, you know, you're going a little bit cross-eyed. But I really, really like it. I really like it. I love just, yeah, I mean, because you can do so many wonderful little things with texturing and plastic and all your different textures that you can put on top and layer things and stuff like that. And if you stuff it up, it's not too bad. You can just go back over a few extra pours and it's fine. And I love it. I really like it. I mean, it's sort of one of those things where I can get lost for hours just doing dots. And yeah, I get stuck. It's great. Stuck in a wonderful way.
You're stuck in Wonderland.
Yeah.
So, as far as creature stuff goes, what would be your favorite type of creature to make? And if there is one, is there one that you would love to make that you haven't made yet? Like your dream project. Somebody came to you, be like, okay, we got X amount of dollars, and I'm gonna let you go crazy. I'm not gonna try to interfere too much. What are you gonna make?
Oh my god! I would love to make a werewolf. I think, but one of the ones that sort of, you know, is really elongated. So there's like people on like stilts and things like that, and to really try and push the human body a lot. But I think also because with a werewolf, I'd love to work out animatronics in the face. I haven't done that before, and I really want to learn how. But it's also the hair work, because that is fascinating to me at the moment. I really am interested in hair work, but I've never done hair work. So I think that would be amazing, because I get to play with all the things that I want to do all in one character. But I would also really like to do some kind of really beautiful alien, like a really some kind of just elegant, gorgeous, streamlined, beautiful alien as well. I think that would be really fun as well. I haven't done something like that to that extreme, like a full bodysuit type thing.
Yeah, I really think I think the alien one would be very gorgeous to see. Mostly because I think that one is just the one where you can get as crazy as you want.
Yeah,
like a lot of people are like, oh, that's the thing we love about zombies. You can just do anything. No, you can do anything with aliens.
That's it. Like, oh god, you could do so much. And I think that's the thing with aliens. Like, you can take inspiration from everywhere and everything. You know, you just have to look at what it would look like to combine a leaf with a sea anemone, and you've got something that's weird and different, and you could do so much. Awesome. So yeah, aliens are great. Aliens rock.
It seems like the best key to making an alien is looking at something in the sea.
Yeah. Right? It's
Exactly.
just there's so much weird stuff down there. It's great. But yeah. I'd love to do basically anything and everything. Lots of stuff.
That is the key to success. Yeah, listen out there, kiddies. The key to success is to do anything and everything. Do all the things. All right. So we're getting to the point where we're starting to wrap up. So please, Rosanna, tell people where they can find you. Where on the interwebs can they see your great work and contact you?
If you want to see me on Instagram, I'm Rosanna_FX. And if you want to find my website, it's www.rosannafx.com, and that's Rosanna NAFX.com. And yeah, check me out.
Yeah, guys, go check her out, or I'm going to stick my boys on you. You don't want me. All right. So if you guys really like this show, please hit the like button. With every bit counts. And if you please tell us what you think below in the comment section. I always enjoy hearing what you guys have to say. It's always lovely to hear. And if you really enjoyed this, hit the subscribe button. And while you're at it, hit the bell notification. That way you will be notified every time I put out a new episode of Blood, Sweat, and Indie Effects. And also keep your eyes out. I am going to be posting a review of Sandy Calora's new short film, Shallow Water. It was a great film. You guys have got to check it out. And I will see you guys later. Hope you all have a great day, and see you next Thursday. We're going to have another great guest on.